Yep, my name's Jess, and I'll be reading 7 poems for you tonight. The first one's called Heavenly Bodies. A writer lives in a cosmos all their own. My mind is the moon, a great hulking thing, doomed to live in eternal darkness until a story crashes like a meteor into my skull and craters paragraphs against my tongue. Shockwaves blossom and the words soar like comets from my body, cutting through the void, eroding graphite onto a page that has no choice but to take the impact and create life inside the scars. Next one is called a frisson, and that's a term for the physical sensation you would get listening to a piece of music, or the goosebumps and chills that you get. Music cuts through my flesh with notes like blades. My feet tap percussively, and I bleed Fermata red. Music dances on my exposed nerves, crescendo, presto, the tempo's too much, there's not enough rest. It approaches above the measure where gravity knows no bounds. It thunders on golden hooves, singing a siren song, and like Lazarus or the creature, my heart is back from the dead. I stagger forward with my arms outstretched, ready to slide into music's gilded arms, a suffocating legato embrace. This is the most beautiful dance of all. This next one's called Love is a Broken Spine. The hunt is short, for I've had my eye on you for weeks. I'm ravenous, and your insides are my favorite meal. You submit without protest. You allow me to spread you open until your spine snaps like a crackling fire. It may seem cruel, but you live for this. Your back was meant to be broken. Your kind knows this well, because readers are ravenous, clawing things. We understand that true love lies in the broken spines of our favorite books. This next one's called Bricks. Time is a brick wall when we are young. It looms before us, stationary and impervious. We stare with children's curiosity, desperate to know what waits on the other side. We roll our eyes at the cemented tone in our parents' voices as they say, "You'll understand when you are older." We chip at the wall with rudimentary children's tools, agonized by the slow school year, the dragging days before holidays, birthdays, frantic for freedom, maddened by the lure of sex, love, and ice cream for dinner. We grow older, and somewhere along the way, we find larger tools, trucks and dynamite. The brick wall dissolves in life's hot breath like a night eviscerated by a dragon's fire. Now we are grown, and the understanding has come too late. We toss away our tools, we plunge our hands into the dust, desperate to build up the wall once again, but the bricks are gone, and death, that mass secret from the wall's hidden side, rushes for us through time's gaping wounds. This next one is called Hiraeth, and Hiraeth is a Welsh word that means homesickness or longing, and it's a longing for a place that no longer exists. And when my grandmother passed away 10 years ago, she lived in kind of a decrepit old farmhouse, so they ended up burning it down, and I wrote this poem after that experience. Here we lay to rest the bones of my grandmother's house, in the country dirt, velvety with worms. As the match catches, and flames crawl up the front door, I realize, in the blink of an adult eye, a year disappears. That's why as children, we can't understand the value of staring contests. Fighting the humidity, the flames climb eagerly, pulling themselves along the peeling roof with dew-tipped fingers, hungry for asbestos and peeling wallpaper. While the house is devoured, I remember coffee splashed with milk, spilling on old newspapers, while she fanned a grease fire toward the open screen door. I remember searching for soda pop in the back of her dusty pantry, my cousins and I shrieking over the gams of a passing daddy longleg. As the flames engulf the porch, I hear screaming from the living room from several Christmases ago. I hear the tearing of wrapping paper, siren bright, bodies everywhere, flocked across pillows, swollen with ham and potatoes. Gluttonous, the flames eat themselves to death, their fat fingers turn to ash, bones picked clean. The house dissolves like a sandcastle on the beach of a pastoral sea, and the moonless tide of prairie grasses carries it and the memories and the aching love to their watery grave. This next one is called Charlotte. I wrote this for a dear friend of mine who moved home to the UK about 12 years ago. I see you in the migration of things. I feel you in the softness between movements, in that gray transition from form to shadow, and in the seconds that slide into the past. You are the rising chest of the hawk on my streetlight that scans the grass with an obsidian eye. I see you in the things that are wild and free, drenched in sunlight and sky, and dream of you as the moon turns the tide of the ocean that divides us. And this last one is called 20 Years. This one's dedicated to my mother, who passed away from cancer 20 years on the day ago that I wrote this one. 5 years before cancer stole her away, my mother asked me on a morning drive, "What do you want for your birthday?" With an 8-year-old's self-assuredness, I responded curtly, "A nose job." She laughed that tectonic laugh, the one that would fill the car like water, creating a wake that lapped against the windows. It's the laugh I inherited, along with her broad shoulders, her serious eyes, and dreams too big for a small town. She lives through me now in small movements. I wonder if she also sees my fears, that I'm afraid of cancer taking me too young, with no children to hold me in their hearts. I couldn't save her then, but I can carry her now, in the memories of morning drives, shared sodas, hugs goodnight, and too few birthday parties. There is space for both of us here, in this beautiful, refracted prism of the heartbroken soul.